Hey, I'm Harry. I'm going to teach you how to dribble. But first we're going to need to break this down into 3 categories. Badges, sigs, dribble moves, and how to put them all together. For the badges, we're going to start off with quick chain. If you want to move fast while dribbling on the spot and make the timing easy to get combos off, then you're going to want to have quick chain on. It's really up to personal preference and ball handle rating, because even if you have quick chain completely off, you can still do these moves. It's just a little bit harder and a little bit slower. Next badge we need is hyperdrive. If you've seen anyone in the park or pro-am going left, right, left, right, left, right, looking like Barry Allen the Flash, and you get the ball and feel like Gary the Snail from SpongeBob, that's what this badge helps with. And you're also going to need the necessities of every 2K. The quick first step to help with the Barry Allen left, right, left. Handles for days so your professional athlete player doesn't turn into a middle-aged smoker. Unpluckable so you can keep the goddamn ball while dribbling without getting spammed every 2 seconds. Stop and go is personal preference. It's meant to help give you a speed boost on moves after stopping, but you don't really notice it with high acceleration, so that's up to you. Put it on if you want. That reminds me, acceleration controls how quick your first 3 or 4 steps are after a dribble move. So basically, if you want a speed boost and have your defender looking lost like Maddie trying to find some defense,
Milo cannot pop. I swear to God, it's Milo's on the inside. He's not popping for game, I swear to God. Stay up on him.
No,
He's popping for game.
use a build with acceleration. I'm recording this in post. I just realized while editing that I didn't add tight handles into this. I think I did this because it doesn't actually affect your dribbling, but if you want to stun your defender like every 3 moves, put tight handles on max. Now let's head to the dribble moves. For the dribble style, you want to be using Quick, Kyrie, or Chris Paul. It's personal preference really. Sig size up, D Rose or Steve Francis, it's up to you. For the sig combo, Isaiah Thomas is clear. Don't even think about putting anything else on. Size up escape, Trae Young is the king and has been since the game came out. If you can effectively use the Curry slide on a small build against a good defender, you might be the best. It's not that good and it's overrated. Now for the rest of the sigs, none of them really matter. Copy him down if you want. The only thing you want to have on is John Wall step back. Unless you want to do the slide crab move everyone does, then you want normal step back on. Alright, we finally made it. This is where the magic happens. Just a little shameless plug I want to put in here. You see the court, you see it looking nice. My team, No Way Out, we play in Pro-Am tournaments in Australia. I'll drop my Twitch below and I'll put it on the screen. If you want to watch us play or just support me in general, be sure to follow that. I very much appreciate it. Alright, back to work. Let's go. For you more advanced guys who already know how to dribble and know how to do like drag backs and the between the leg spam and momentums and whatever I'm showing in this section, I'll leave a timestamp. Just skip to the combos if that's what you're here for. Let the beginners learn their stuff in peace. If you don't know how to do the Trae Young by now, I have no idea where you've been, but I'll show you anyway. You just hold sprint and then you flick the right stick diagonal up to the non-ball hand like that. Now from that, I can teach you the drag back because you do exactly the same thing, but you flick down on the left stick while you do it, as you'll be able to see on the controller cam. Hold sprint, go diagonal up, and then down on the left stick, and it'll give you this move here. D-Rose spam, the same as the Trae Young, just no sprint, and it'll do this little move here. You just want to do that and sprint out of it, then you can do it over and over again and sprint out of it, or combo it with whatever you want. Quick or Kyrie crossover is the cheesiest move in the game. If you can trigger this over and over again, you'll activate tight handles a lot and stun the defender, and it also just creates a lot of space. So what you want to do is you want to do the D-Rose move we just learned, and then you want to run back to where the ball was originally. So say the ball's in your left hand, you want to D-Rose right and then sprint. Oh, it didn't work. You want to D-Rose right and then sprint left. In your right hand, you want to D-Rose left and then sprint right. Very easy and very effective. And if you can get all this down and combo it together, trust me, you'll be dribbling good enough to beat most locks. This one's a bit more difficult. This is the between the leg spam that everyone asks how to do. So the best way I feel to explain dribbling is to show the move you'll get if you don't touch the left stick first. So if you just hold R2 and flick to the opposite ball hand completely sideways, this is the animation you'll get. And this means if you can get this every time, you're on track to doing this. Basically from this move, you're going to need to time your left stick going the same way as the right stick. Hey, where I have the ball now, quickly after I hold R2 and flick the right stick to the left, I want to also go left stick to the left as well. So if you have the ball where I have the ball now, you're going to want to hold sprint, the right stick to the left, and then left stick to the left. But the left stick doesn't have to be exactly left. I go like diagonal up left. It makes it easier for me. So you can kind of flick the left stick left wherever you want. Just experiment. But you'll get... So this is what it looks like. You can look on the controller cam to kind of learn what I do. Now, obviously, I don't expect you to learn how to do as many as I just did in about 2 minutes. But as long as you get 1 or 2, it'll be really helpful in comboing moves for you as well. And it's good for misdirection. Say you go left and then fake back right like that. I do that move a lot. This move here is only the last move I'm showing you because I completely forgot about it. But this is the misdirection. This was big at the start of the game and it's still useful. You can use it in all your combos. I use it pretty much every time I dribble. The move you're going to want to be triggering is this. It's like the behind the back Curry slide type thing. And out of that, if you have the ball in your left hand, you want to go to the right with the behind the back. So sprint and down right on the right stick. And then your left stick is going to want to go left. So right stick down right, left stick left. So the left stick's going the opposite way that you're going with the right, and you get this animation. This is what you're hoping for. So now that we have all them down, let's go into some combos. A lot of people actually don't know this, surprisingly, but instead of doing a momentum by actually doing the momentum, if you just do like a Trae Young and then use the left stick and flick it back the other way, it just does a momentum for you. So that's a really easy way how to combo before I get into this. So take note of that. Trae Young left stick to the right, mid animation, and it'll just do an auto momentum for you, and you can combo all your stuff together through that. Basically, if you learn all the stuff I just showed you, you should be dribbling good. You can come up with your own combos, but I'm gonna just dribble here to show you some stuff that I normally do. I kind of just cycle through the Trae Young in between the legs and this misdirection, and then either decide, like, depending on where the lock is, I'll decide which side I want to boost out of, whether I go that way or then do the crossover. Now that you have all the moves, just dribble around and see what works best for you. Recording in post again, I forgot to add that when you're dribbling, you don't have to wait for every animation to finish. You'll see on the controller cam, most of the time I'm dribbling, I'm already doing the next move while the other move is mid animation or like just starting. Because there's a little delay when you dribble, you kind of have to premeditate what you're about to do to make it as quick as possible. So yeah, don't wait for every animation. Like, you'll figure it out after a bit of practice. Just go work on your craft. It depends on your dribbling style, because a lot of people just use the Trae Young and D-Rose and just sprint around and out sprint the lock, which is effective, don't get me wrong. If you want to dribble like that, you don't even have to practice your combos too much. You can just abuse your speed and the slowness of the defender. If you play Pro-Am, that doesn't really work because there's more people on the court, so you got to be a bit more crafty with your movement and more precise. Anyway, I feel like I did a pretty good job today. This is definitely going to be my best video. If you enjoyed, subscribe, like, whatever, follow me on Twitter. I appreciate you all. Hopefully you come back. That's been me. See you later.